Good afternoon. We chose a very special place to share what we're about to show you. We're here at the National Gallery of Denmark, a space devoted to something humanity has always done, telling stories, turning personal experience into shared meaning. And that is exactly what GetWhy exists to do. For more than a decade, our team has worked at the frontier of qualitative science, combining ethnography, psychology, and behavioral research to understand how people truly think, feel, and decide. A few years ago, we set a new standard in the industry by creating the world's first AI-driven qualitative research platform, a system designed to have AI-moderated conversations with real people at global scale, while preserving everything that makes human insight powerful. Our team of senior researchers oversee quality, elevate nuance, and validate what truly matters. AI does the heavy lifting, but human expertise sharpens the signal, ensuring every study stands up to enterprise scrutiny. Today, that system runs every minute of every day all over the world. And in 2025, it generated more qualitative data than any human organization would ever be capable of. What used to feel impossible is now happening in real enterprise workflows. One of our customers just interviewed 400 consumers across 10 languages and 4 time zones. They got a complete insight study designed, moderated, and analyzed, and a ready-to-present deck built in their exact corporate PowerPoint template. All of that just delivered in 48 hours. But as human insight begins to compound at this scale, it changes what's required. That's why today marks a very important shift. We're introducing the next generation of AI-driven qualitative research. Not just a new set of capabilities, but a new standard for how human understanding lives inside an organization. A platform designed to let insight travel freely, to connect organizations around shared truths, and to turn human experience into meaningful action. GetWhy already pioneered AI qualitative research, and now we're defining what it becomes next. As your organization's customer understanding grows, another question naturally follows. How do you make the customer visible to everyone? Not just searchable, not just accessible, but felt. Previously, I worked at Spotify, building new ways for people to experience and consume content. When I came to GetWhy, I was struck by something. The insights we were uncovering here were some of the most powerful human stories I had ever encountered. Stories about motivation, about frustration, about aspiration. So we asked a simple question. What if human insight could be experienced the way people experience other great stories? That's why we built GetWhy Stories with companies like eBay, Coke, and Maersk. Stories take the rich emotional data inside GetWhy and transform it into living narratives, designed for the way people naturally take in information today. A feed of insight you can listen to like a podcast, scroll like an article, watch like a highlight reel, or bring straight into a meeting. Stories connect across all of your research, turning patterns into narratives that move through your organization. Insight doesn't stay in one place, it travels. It aligns teams, it accelerates decisions, and it helps people build better things together. This is what we envisioned when we looked ahead to the future. A world where customer insight isn't just a report, it's something you can truly see and feel. And for a company like eBay, the outcome has been immense. Stories turn eBay's insights into a living intelligence engine. It continuously analyzes eBay's research, identifies new patterns, and packages insights into compelling narratives such as video summaries or podcasts. A third-party performance assessment shows measurable impact from GetWhy's AI-powered insights on eBay's development speed, depth, and creative outcomes. eBay achieved a 30% reduction in creative rework, a 30% reduction in time to market, and a 50% increase in creative depth and effectiveness, driven by stronger human understanding, not just faster execution. Incredible things are possible when you're learning from people every minute of every day, across markets, cultures, and categories. And it raises an essential question. How do you make all of that insight more usable? How do you turn hours of conversation into understanding anyone can tap into? Our answer is something we call a research agent. GetWhy's research agent gives you a new way to work with everything you've learned. Instead of digging through studies, you simply ask, what do people really think about price? How do Gen Z users talk about trust? What's changed since our last launch? Our research agent works across your entire research library, filtering by study, connecting patterns across time, and grounding every answer in the original moments that created it. Your qualitative memory is no longer something you search. It's something you can talk to. As we thought about how to bring the customer voice more deeply into organizations, it was essential that everything we built met the highest enterprise standards. That's why today's platform update also includes key improvements behind the scenes. We've expanded our integrations with platforms like Stravito, MarketLogic, and internal enterprise LLMs, so insight flows directly into the systems teams already use to make decisions. And we've continued to raise the bar on security, with deeper permissions, stronger governance, and controls designed specifically for AI-powered qualitative research. Together, these updates ensure that human understanding can move through an organization safely, confidently, and at scale. One of the hardest questions any insight leader faces is this: so what should we do next? Not what did we learn, but where should we focus? That's why we created GetWhy Forward View. Every quarter, Forward View analyzes everything happening across your research library. It looks for patterns, white space, missed opportunities, and emerging signals, and then it gives you something powerful, a clear, prioritized, strategic view of where insight will create the most business impact next. This is where qualitative insight can become more than a data point. It can be your forward-looking compass. This is the next generation of GetWhy, a platform designed to make human insight more engaging, more actionable, and more understood across the organization. We believe this is the future of qualitative research and the foundation for how organizations truly become more human. We can't wait for you to experience it.